Locally. It's time for Pikmin. And after some deliberation and partner suggesting, maybe don't read everything, I'm not gonna read everything. I'm gonna finish the beasts because I'm more curious about the beasts. But the treasures haven't been too neat this time around, I think. I'm almost done with them. I could read through them all again, but I also want to get on to the next game. After basically doubling the amount of Pikmin I've played, I think I'm pretty Pikmined out. Maybe playing all 4 games in a row wasn't... like, completing all 4 games in a row wasn't the best idea I've had. But it happens. It happens. I definitely want to get to DK Bonanza. It's been sitting on my shelf, everyone's played it, and I haven't. View Piklopedia. Phone, what do you want? Okay, yeah, that's just me streaming. Alright, let's get through the rest of these. Don't have that much left. Pops out of the mud, often with no warning, to say hello. With a body like a hose and a big round mouth, it states its appetite by feeding on the mud itself. 6 bright eyes mean... 6? It's sure to see the fondness we have for it 6 times better. I hope it eats it all up, that unending affection. No. Bog swallow. Gastropoidalus oculi. Polyocular slug. Day. This species prefers to inhabit cloudy, stagnant water like that in swamps, and it spends most of its life buried in mud and hiding. Using its 6 eye-like sensory organs, it can detect minute movements in the water and vibrations on nearby land. It will then forcefully leap out of the water and suck up its prey to feed. With its entirely cartilaginous skeleton, probably better way to pronounce that, and somewhat primitive features like its round, chinless mouth, it appears to be some sort of primeval creature. Leave it out overnight to drain the mud from the carcass. When ready to eat, cut into the rings. Grill over high heat. The more you chew it, the more flavorful it becomes. Interesting. A living thing is a living thing, even if it transcends our understanding. This unnerving creature is translucent and has no actual physical body to speak of, yet somehow it clutches its rollers with zealous devotion. It's both eerie and fascinating, don't you agree? Water Wraith. Amphibiosapiens. Question mark. Day. All that is known about this creature stems from a few sightings deep underground. All reported sightings feature the same core set of details, a giant viscous form with a clear hazy sheen, not unlike hard candy. One theory holds that it may be the ectoplasmic incarnation of a kind of psychic phenomenon, but as is usually the case with such theories, it is very difficult to prove. All witnesses report being suddenly overcome with fear upon sighting the creature, approaching a state of panic and near insanity. In fact, every report contains an inordinate amount of extremely vague details. It has led to suspicions that exhaustion and fear have caused some simple natural phenomenon to be viewed as a living creature. I don't know, it definitely crushes things. Inedible, known to cause mass hysteria, followed by leg spasms and internal thunderings. In the night above ground or the dark passage below, you'll suddenly notice an egg. If you leave the egg alone, a being of terror is born out of it. A mysterious fiend dragging itself along. But I feel like it's a misunderstood deer that may be trying to communicate with us. Perhaps its tale is a sad one. No, it wants to eat things. Smoky Prague. Magovum vaporus. Unknown. Night. The smoky prog's body is constantly deteriorating, so collecting a living sample has proven difficult, and research into the species has progressed at a glacial rate. However, by examining the genes adhered to the smoky prog's eggs, it has been confirmed that they are in fact Mamuta eggs. This discovery allows for the possibility that Mamuta do not develop properly and hatch become smoky progs. If, hypothetically, a Mamuta were to remain above ground at night and absorb glow sap, that might impact the nutrient levels within its egg yolk. That change could lead to the embryo's inviability or break down its enzymes, then maybe. Egg tastes best when smoked. The flavor of the belly and the head is pleasantly warming. How did you eat this thing? Sure. Yep. Coat that stench and rough like a primeval forest, a stench that like a wet canine, and shockingly toasty body temperature. Clearly a dog in every sense. The long history of dogs being companions we could rely on triggers an instinctive reaction through our entire bodies. If I were left on this planet with Massive Cutie, I'd be content. Ancient Sirehound. Decanus perditum. Unknown. Night. If we harvest mesenchymal stem cells, from this gigantic canine creature and cultivate them with glow sap, the generated serum should return Ochi's leafified tail to normal once administered. These results would indicate that 99.9% of the canine creature's DNA matches Ochi's, and that the only difference between Ochi and Moss may be the natural presence or absence of a leaf tail. If these two theories prove to be true, it would suggest the possibility that this ancient creature is a common ancestor to two canine species that from vastly remote star systems, and that perhaps there are even more hidden secrets out there that could hint at a fascinating yet inconceivable truth the universe has yet to reveal. The ultimate ride, plush and comfortable. I wish I could bring it home with me. The only thing he didn't try to eat. Well, probably not the only thing, but Moss, Qualicanus, Amacaris, unknown. Day. As far as I can tell, Moss has been a leafling pup since birth, and some of her DNA resembles that of a Pikmin. This is the one point in which she differs from Ochi. When Ochi transformed from a standard space dog into a leafling pup, I started to theorize that Pikmin are in some capacity propagating their DNA in other organisms. The phenomenon in which all those castaways, including myself, became leaflings was very likely caused by being absorbed into the onion. Perhaps that process was also some sort of Pikminification of the body. Pikminified organisms can leave this planet, so the Pikmin may have been motivated to carry out this process in an effort to secure a permanent leader. Of course, this is all a theory. Convenient for procuring ingredients, compact with a tight turning radius. Yeah, seems like a Louis thought. Red Pikmin. Pikmined, Rubris. Pikmin Day. Pikmin are a part of the Ambioradices class, which consists of creatures that exhibit both plant and animal characteristics. Pikmin will instinctively follow whoever plucks it from the ground, so it is quite common for them to form symbiotic relationships with another species or accept the leader of a different species as it serves the goal of propagating their own species as a whole. Red Pikmin is the most common Pikmin species. It can be identified in nose-like protuberance on its head and its highly aggressive behavior. It also has a few surprising unique qualities, for example, its immunity to extreme heat and fire despite the fact that it's a living organism. This can be explained by looking closely at its skin and muscle fibers, which are made up of flame-resistant cellulose. Looks like a pick carrot. I bet it tastes good, but I'm practicing self-restraint. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Hello Pikmin, Pikmined Aribis. Auribus. Pikmin Day. It's generally believed that the Pikmin body was originally the root of a plant and has evolved over centuries, if not millennia, developing structures analogous to muscles, neural networks similar to those of a brain, and more. However, yellow Pikmin possess a perfect resistance to electricity, a force which actually poses extreme danger to other organisms. Oddly enough, this species of Pikmin actually seems to enjoy electricity. Their flowers even bloom when they are exposed to an electric current. This fact would lead one to believe that their neural transmission methods are quite different than our own. This species often uses the ear-like lamellae on its head to soar great heights and dig holes. When I look at it, all I see is ears. Blue Pikmin. Pikminidae caerula. Pikmin Day. The accepted theory is that Pikmin evolved from terrestrial root vegetables and so would be unable to breathe underwater and subsequently drown. Yet the blue Pikmin possess a gill resembling a mouth on their head, which enables them to be active underwater. While on land, they leaf and flower like other Pikmin species, and they breathe through the stomata on their skin, indicating they must be naturally amphibious. Pikmin proteins on the surface of their bodies essentially perform the same photosynthetic process as cyanobacteria, for example, which is what gives them their striking color. Nice. Look at the mouth, and I just want to put my hand in it. See what happens. Fair enough, I guess. Rock Pikmin. Pikminidae habesaxum. Pikmin Day. This species is definitely a member of the Pikmin genus, but its body does not share any of the plant-like traits that Pikmin are known for. Instead, it's composed primarily of stone. The stone is actually the chosen host of a parasitic subset of Pikmin species named Hermikmin. Have I read these before? I don't remember if I have. I feel like I've read them somewhere before, but I don't know about on stream. Similar to how a seed can sprout and push through the cracks of a rock, the Pikmin's roots stretch deep into its stone, storing its vital organs in an interior cavity that resembles a crystal geode. But because this species displays characteristics common in parasitism, one could hypothesize that the rock onion and rock candy pop bud stockpile stone that will eventually host the rock Pikmin. I think I broke a tooth on one of these. Winged Pikmin. Pikminidae volorosa. Pikmin Day. The wings on the back of this flying Pikmin species closely resemble the wings you would find on a flying creature. It's possible that an ancient winged onion somehow absorbed the flying creature's DNA, which then resulted in the precursor to winged Pikmin, transforming into the species we recognize today. If this theory is correct, then onions might also be serving the role as messenger, transmitting new traits and characteristics to their Pikmin. I feel like I have read that before. Once I had a dream, I was abducted by a winged Pikmin specimen. Which he did. Ice Pikmin. Pikminidae habiglacious. Pikmin Day. Pikmin supposedly evolved from plants, yet there are also Pikmin species with bodies made of ice, known as ice Pikmin. How is this possible? The answer to this question lies in the fact that ice Pikmin are parasitic by nature. The ice serves as their host, and the composition of this type of ice is predictably mostly water, but it resembles saline solution with faint concentrations of trace sodium ions, potassium ions, and calcium ions that function as neurotransmitters. Okay. Interestingly, the ice exhibits no visual signs of melting or dripping when exposed to sunlight. This is due to their low-temperature core, which continuously creates more ice in order to maintain a consistent size. I have read these before, I think. In which case, I only really need to read Louis' notes. A kitchen essential used for freezing ingredients and storing leftovers. Yeah. Yeah, I have read this before. Might as well read all of them since I'm reading all the Pikmin ones. White Pikmin. Pikminidae venalveus. Pikmin Day. White Pikmin are born through a color-changing process within the white candy pop buds, which only grow underground. The poison within its body is a type of diterpene alkaloid similar to a toxin often found in certain plant roots. ingested, it can lead to vomiting, respiratory distress, and complete organ failure, ultimately resulting in death due to cardiac arrest. Though strong, this poison also has medicinal uses, sometimes going by the name aconite. The Pikmin are ambular disease and are evolved from plants, but it seems that some species retain more of their plant-based evolutionary heritage than others. Not meant to be ingested, best used as bait. Purple Pikmin. Pikminidae Yokozuna. Pikmin. Egg. Slightly larger in size, purple Pikmin can weigh up to 10 times as much as other Pikmin species. When thrown to the ground, their impact creates gravitational waves that can actually warp space-time. It's astonishing. I have read these before. The density of their muscle fibers is also much higher than that of other Pikmin, allowing them to transport 10 times as much weight as their average-sized counterparts. Their rich purple color is derived from strong polyphenol antioxidants. Like white Pikmin, they are born from underground candy pop buds, and no related onions have been discovered so far. But I think somewhere underground, deep among the relics of the past, a purple onion is waiting to be discovered. And it has. Very heavy. Tenderizing the meat would be way too difficult. In that case, I think I only need to read Louis until I get to Glow Pikmin. Because it's a Pikmin, I'll read that one as well. And then we'll continue. You look closely, you'll see its legs are sprouting a dense layer of hair. Just also reading through these to remind myself of what I've seen. Saute in oil and add a fragrant spice to your dish, but eat too much and you'll smell like it for days. Way too spicy for a salad, no matter what color bud you use. Very different from the other entries he's had about this. Insectivorous leaf. On a quest for the perfect hors d'oeuvre? Anyway. Cook this plant in a wood fire oven, but be careful to only serve the tender pellet. Assuming the petals are poison. And probably the stalk as well. Alright. Glow Pikmin. Pikminidae supravellum. Unknown. Night. Although they've been named Glow Pikmin, it's not entirely clear whether or not this species is actually a type of Pikmin. These creatures possess the same fundamental behaviors of Pikmin, like carrying things, propagating, and fighting. They also share special characteristics, such as a leaf atop their head. Yet they do not spawn from an onion, but a luminal. And they are only active at night or on the ground. During the day, they revert into seeds and enter a resting state. What's even more surprising is that they exhibit no signs of life. When a Glow Pikmin dies, if that word can be used, it does not expire in a typical sense. Instead, it just becomes a form of light or perhaps a photon and returns to luminal. Putting aside my scientist hat for a moment, seems to me that this creature or entity may not be a living organism at all, but some matter of spiritual substance. Doesn't smell alive. I don't like that statement. Smells a lot like an onion. The green juice is particularly delicious. Now that is an interesting fact. Does smell like an onion, at least. Well, that's all the reading I'll do. No more reading. Did Ochi make that drop? I'd have to guess he did. Alright. Yep. Gotta finish these up. Yep. Skip. Let's just see it at night. And there we are. Oh, there's a second luminal. Yeah, protect this one. They're already going? It's good enough. I see him. Okay, he's just a regular Emperor Bulblax, not a Sovereign. It'll be fine. All right. I see that Bulblax. Oh. Right. Oh my god. I knew it was coming. No, there's another one. Okay. Oh god. No! Oh, I could just run through him? Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get over there with myself. Oh, this guy does a lot of damage to OG. Well, it's fine. We've survived.
Hello, hello. New moon.
Nope. Come on. I'm getting comfortable. We have probably 3 more missions of that. Might as well finish them out, right?
Bong. Koppe. Bruna.
No one has commented that I look like a leafling now.
Murupe.
They're like, yeah, that one hairstylist probably did it. Lucas just looks like that. What are you doing here? See what else we can get. Big chop. Alright. No, let's just keep doing these.
Bira.
Today is the night day.
Paknum.
Awful is this one. Only 1 luminal.
Pululum.
Good. Much prefer it to only be 1.
No. Na.
Also, no tricknels, though. There's a fucking baldy. Strange to see its, like, middle thing like that. It is taking its sweet time, so I'm not too worried about it yet. While it takes its sweet time, I'm going to get as many of these as I can. There we go. It's here. Oh my god. They want to get them get smushed? I don't think so. Alright, there we go. Nice. That was pretty easy. All these cutscenes don't need to exist like that. Like as separate cutscenes. I feel like they don't say anything different. Alright, 2 more. Then theoretically we should have enough glow sap for all the rescues. Unless there's only one here. Nope, there are 2. Primordial thicket at night. Okay. Only 1. Good. The fuck is that? I'm gonna go deal with it before it becomes a problem. Oh! Interesting. He's somewhere. Where is he? Is that him? Trying to get them to land on top, but... There we go. It's going that way, I guess. Oh, that's where he is, down there. Where is he planning to reach her? Oh, there's a second one? Yep, there he is. On. On. Yep. Oh, he does not get stunned for very long. Okay. It's because we had a small amount of them. That's fine. Time to go help Lochi. And he can handle the little guys. We'll handle all the big guys. No, I want you to go into the hole. We got this. There we go. One more time. Two different bots? Damn. That's impressive. I haven't seen that before. Usually it's the same one.
No. New pa. Bruna.
One more time.
Oneru. Koppe.
Autumnal Gully. Let's get it. Glow Pikmin can still be squished and eaten. So sad. I'm gonna tell Mochi to protect this one. Go. I'll have an extra buffer there. Oh, yep. Alright, where are you? Up there? Don't you want your goodies? He's gonna take his sweet time. Yeah, I'm gonna go back over there and have Ochi deal with that. Okay. And the music was very dramatic for a bit, but it's fine now. Oh, he's like here. All right. That should be done. That dude's primed and ready to get out of there. Yeah, that's another one. Oh my god, a baldy? To go there. Oh gee. Oh my god. The other smoky... No, that's a fucking Emperor Bulblax. Oh my god. Might have to restart this day. Yeah. I'm gonna restart this one. I need to organize myself better. Definitely. Like, nope. Yeah, Ochi, go protect it. But might want to deal with the Smoky Prog earlier. Yep. I think like Ochi's got that. Alright, drops a bunch of stuff. Alright, now... Oh shit, they're on the blue one. Come on. And this way is going to be more dangerous, so we're heading here. I have to wait until he fucking comes down from there. Deal with emoji. Can't jump up here, can I? Oh, fuck. God damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know, man. Is there an easier path to get to this guy? How far away is that guy? I'll deal with these two first. Alright, go, 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 go! Dang it! I think it was the hesitation that I had. I don't know if that's gonna really help, but... no. Take the blue one. I'm not gonna bother with those things. Yep. Oh my god. All right. Come on. Yep.
Oh my god. Um...
Ah.
Please just defeat it. Guys?
Mahi.
Um... Hopefully OG is enough of a distraction. My god. There we go. All right. Okay, some people are just like left behind and don't do anything. That's great. I like that. Oh yeah. I see that right there. Glad that that one doesn't make up.
Ah.
You know?
Birun.
Make it a lot harder. Okay, yeah, that last run, really good. Oh wow, it's already been an hour. Debating whether or not I want to have the time to do the other thing. Another, like, a day, not a night escapade. Expedition, that's what they're called. Jeez. Oh my god, I was just burping. Yeah, I might end it here for today. I got to go pack some stuff up for a weekend, so want to be able to have that done before I head out. Yeah, I think that'll be it. Next time we might finish it, actually. So we might be able to see oh, like to be a majestic creature running free, but at the end of the day, we're all just stuck in a box. Pretty versatile accessory. I can go around the head or the belly, or in this case, both at once. You're slacking. Yeah, let's talk to the rest of the people that we have, like, quests. So, probably could also do whatever upgrades we still have in the science shop. But, while I'm doing this, end of stream times. Monday Celeste, Tuesdays Metroid Prime 4, Wednesday, Friday, Pikmin 4, soon to be DK Bonanza, and Thursday's Blueprints. Well, I don't have any ETA on Blueprints doing anything, really. Okay, good, you don't have any quests. But yeah. See if I can get through all of these soon. I probably won't be reading any of the treasures anymore. Unfortunate to those who liked treasures, but they were longer, so... anyway. It's gonna be all I've got for today, so... Thank you for watching. I've been Lucas Twerka, this has been Pikmin 4, and I will see y'all later.